Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a lovely juicy cryptocurrency show. We're going to be picking apart the charts from a macro perspective, from a micro perspective, and then we're going to be jumping into some dirty altcoins. No, lovely altcoins. We're going to be going into some target levels for a lot of buying areas because we are seeing a massive dump here for crypto, which is very exciting, if I may add. We're going to be looking at very nice buying areas for Bitcoin as well. So stay tuned, get ready, strap in, strap on, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to go through Bitcoin here on the short term, the midterm. That's not the midterm. The midterm, and of course the macro, the long term, guys. So obviously, once we're done with Bitcoin, straight into altcoins. We're going to be doing some market cipher stuff as well. And we're going to be looking at CME gaps. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to be looking at on-chain stuff, liquidation levels, very important levels that we've just hit now. And also crypto bubbles, stock and flow chart, how long it's going to be till the next halving. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the show. So yeah, if you've got any altcoins, guys, make sure you slap them in the chat because I'm going to get to them as soon as I am done here with Bitcoin. We are setting a timer on the stream today. We're going to be running this for around 1 hour. So yeah, 1 hour. It's not going to be as long as usual, guys, but I don't want to strain my voice and all that good stuff. So let's get deep down, dirty and deceitful into the charts today. Just going to be looking at the chat quickly. We've got Mindless Musician. We've got Zoom B saying, what do you call a zombie that doesn't mess around? Dead serious. Love it. Love the jokes, man. I see you've been commenting on a lot of my content with jokes, and yeah, it does because I get a notification on my phone like, oh, so and so commented on your thing, and I read the joke and it makes me laugh, so it makes my day. So yeah, I do appreciate the jokes coming in. Mika's Media coming through as well. Chester just in time for BTC dump to 61k. Oh my god. Yeah, we're going to see how high this, see how low this is going to go, and key buying areas for Bitcoin right now, because this is where you really want to actually be not this exact price right now, but as we are dumping, we want to be looking for the perfect entry for a nice long, considering we are in a juicy bull market. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's get deep down and dirty into the charts. This is what we were looking at last week, guys. We were looking at the ranging period that we were ranging in between 71,000 and 69.5. Okay, we had a little bit of spillage over to the downside here, which was absolutely fine, absolutely expected, down to the 0.186 Fibonacci retracement. Now, very important to see what is happening now, because we're actually testing a very key level of support. Okay, the key level of support that I'm referring to, we tested previously on the 29th of March and again on the 28th of March and the 29th of March. Yes. So I spun myself out this morning. So yeah, this is a very key area that we need to actually be looking out for here, guys, because the last two times that we have tested this, there's momentum to the upside. Okay, so be wary. Okay, there was 3.5% there, and you can see just being realistic around 1.5% there, a little bit to the upside after that. So what are we looking for here? If we're being realistic, guys, it's going to be a 0.75% move to the upside here. Now we've had this candle body close. That will put Bitcoin back at a price of around 69,683. Now, I'm just going to leave that there for now, because that's going to be very, very interesting to see if we do hit that on the stream, because there's some actual very key areas, guys, here in terms of the volume-weighted average true range 12-hour, which we were referring to last week. Okay, we were looking for a lovely long position from around 68.5. Did we get to that price target? Sorry, no, unfortunately we didn't. But right now, what's happened to start this beautiful Monday morning off? We have just slapped that volume weighted ATR band on the 12-hour. Okay, and that essentially means there is likely for a very, very nice bounce to the upside here. How big is that bounce going to be? Who knows? Let's go through a bit of data right now and let's see. Okay, so this is the volume weighted ATR. This is the volume weighted ATR band on the 12-hour time frame it's paired to. Okay, now you can see when we break it with a lot of upwards momentum, guys, the first test usually gives us a nice big move. Not huge, but a couple of percent there to capitalize on. Okay, so this is sort of what we're looking for right now, and I'm just going through this right now, guys, because this is happening literally right now. We've got how long left? 6 hours left? Yeah, just under 6 hours left of this 12-hour candle body close here. So as soon as we get that candle body close, if it's above the 12-hour volume weighted ATR band, sell your house, sell your dog, long Bitcoin. Obviously, don't do that. I'm only joking around, but very, very serious potential trade there to be taken today. But yeah, let's go back for you guys that are just joining the stream and just have a little look at some more data here for the first bounce off this 12-hour. Okay, so if you just follow my cursor, we're going to follow this 12-hour to previous price action where we have seen bounces off this bad boy. So what we're looking for here is breaking it to the upside with a lot of momentum. First bounce, Really, really, really clean, okay? Now you can see we didn't break it with that much momentum, so the bounce wasn't that clean. If we're looking at it right now, guys, we've broke it with a lot of momentum to the upside here. Nice bounce. A lot of momentum to the upside. Didn't get that bounce, so the bounce here should be really, really quite nice, okay? Just going back to get a bit more data here. You can see this is the 12-hour coming down like here. Breaking it with a lot of momentum to the upside. The first bounce. Nothing too crazy, guys, but still around a 2% bounce there, okay? So there's a 2% trade here that we can be essentially capitalizing on today from this potential bounce. Didn't happen here. It's not going to happen all the time, unfortunately. but yeah, you can see bounce point. Really, really, really clean, okay? Really clean bounces off this volume-weighted ATR band on the 12-hour. Momentum to the upside. This is going to be our bounce point, first bounce. So essentially what I'm referring to now, guys, is this 12-hour volume-weighted ATR band that we are essentially testing right now. Right here, right now. Yes, we do have a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Rising wedge chart patterns tend to usually break to the downside, like so. This will probably be the measure move here that we're looking for. Scratch that. That was based on this trend line coming up to this area. So we're actually going to scratch that and draw in a new measure move. That's what we were referencing last week. The measure move is actually going to be valid from this zone all the way back here, and that will put a price target for Bitcoin actually all the way down to the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, which is quite low. A bit of protein shake to start the day. Good stuff. That's going to be the price of around 65,500 for Bitcoin if we do see the measure move completed here. Now, the real key points that I'm looking out for here for the day, as I said, is the volume-weighted ATR on the 12-hour. If we get a candle body close for the 12-hour here in the next just under, that's the daily, just under 6 hours time, I'm going to be looking for a nice smooth long for Bitcoin to the upside, and we're probably going to test that trend line again. So it's probably going to be around a 2% move there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there on the midterm time frame. I'm going to be jumping back to the short-term time frame now, guys, because I want to talk about this potential range that we are now creating. And it's not this parallel channel that we were referencing last week. It's going to be something on more of a broader scale, okay? So we're going to get rid of that bull flag as well. And we're going to be drawing in a new pattern, okay? The new pattern I would like to get involved with here is going to be simply a horizontal at the top here, guys. And that's going to consist of something along the lines of this, okay? Yes, there is going to be a bit of spillage to the upside here because only naturally. But what we want here is as many touches as possible in terms of resistance. So we're going to get a Control C, Control V on that and get a nice little trap zone. So this is basically either a no trade zone or it's going to be a take profit zone if we see Bitcoin running up from here. Okay, so the range that we're talking about right now is actually going to be from the top side here of around 71,500 all the way down to around 68.5. Okay, we haven't seen a secondary test of 68.5 just yet. So for the time being, I'm going to be playing on this area. Okay, they're playing on this range, and this is support, support, potential support here, resistance, resistance. Okay, so we're looking at a nice ranging period in this sort of area here. Okay, and that's going to be 71,000 near enough, all the way down to around 69.1. Okay, so around a $2,000 period that we can actually range in. Really, really, really nice, really, really, really clean. Okay, so we are looking for a bounce off this area. Look at momentum from previous price action. We could see a nice move up here, and that's what we're going to be capitalizing on here with this volume-weighted ATR band candle body close in the next sort of 6 hours, just under 6 hours or so, right? Okay, so it's definitely a point to be looking out for there. If we do lose this zone, guys, that range that I was just talking about, there is actually a move down. Okay, the move down, yes, it is from this rising wedge on the 4 hour, for example, and that move can come all the way down to 65.5. Absolutely fine, it can do that. And there is also going to be a potential measure move down here for this parallel channel coming down to around 67.3. So not quite as low, but still a measure move that is going to be valid for us to be looking out for there. Now, on the way down, we need to be very, very cautious here. If we are going to be shorting Bitcoin from this area, guys, we need to be very cautious because you can see the support coming through off the 0.618 Fibonacci here. That is very valid, and look at the momentum that we actually found from this area the last time that we tested it, okay? Yes, very aggressive price action. This happened very, very, very fast here to the downside. You can see the bounce here is super, super, super strong, okay? Is it going to be as strong? Probably not. Very unlikely that it's not. It's not going to bang it another 4% to the upside. So what I would say, if we are going to be realistic, guys, and look, if we're going to be realistic and you think like a whale, you're never going to fail, this does look like the perfect short position for Bitcoin. So what's probably going to happen is they're going to throw it down to this price. a load of the retail are going to go short here, and then basically it'll be a stop loss hunt. Be a stop loss hunt, and then they'll basically bang the price back up, get all your stopped out, and then dump it. Okay, so yeah, just be aware for that. But yeah, what I'm looking for here today is potentially a short. But what we're going to do to mitigate that risk, guys, is if we do get a candle body close in this area here that I'm referring to, this 0.83% area down to the Fibonacci retracement here, you can see the candle body closes that we get here. The candle body closes are quite prominent. Okay, they're quite prominent in terms of a reversal. So this is what basically happened last time. So if we're looking for an ideal candle body close here, it's probably going to be, in terms of an entry for this trade, guys, you can see this candle body close actually sent us back up. This candle body close sent us back up, but back down. Okay, so what I would be looking for is a candle body close. I mean, we tapped to the lower side first. What I would be looking for here is a candle body close for an entry for this trade around 68.8. Okay, so the entry is going to be 68.8 for this measure move. Okay, and this is the measure move of this range. That's completely the wrong thing that I clicked on there. Between this range that I just spoke about here, guys. I don't know if it's that easy for you to tell. Resistance, resistance, support, 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 range like so, measure move down like so. Okay, so this is the move that I'm talking about. The entry point for that is going to be below 68.8. First take profit is going to be the Fibonacci retracement at 68.5. And then we're going to probably bang another TP in there at this disgusting dirty wick to the downside, because that's definitely an area that needs to be considered, because we actually have seen quite an aggressive bounce off that in previous price action. Okay. Oh, let me jump to the chat quickly. I see you guys are talking about CME gap hunt. Yeah, CME gaps. That we'll talk about that very, very shortly here. I'm going to bring up the Bitcoin dominance chart and the CME gap chart, and we've got Phoenix on the stream. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And Joseph says, even my dog? Sell your house, sell your dog. No, only playing, man. Don't sell your dog. But yeah, this is the short position for Bitcoin that I would be looking out for here for today. And this is, again, guys, it's all kind of relative, because if Bitcoin is going to dump all the way down to 67.5, 67.3, those sorts of areas, then again, if that happens within this 6-hour period of this 12-hour candle body here, 12-hour candlestick here, then we could actually bounce back up and still get that candle body close on the 12-hour, and then we're going to get into a nice long for the bounce for Bitcoin. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to basically be weighing up, because we can actually test this 12-hour volume weighted ATR band for the next sort of 5 hours or so. Okay, so that's definitely something that we need to be looking out for there. Now, moving on to Bitcoin here on the I did want to look at the DMI coming through, because there is actually a very important crossover coming through on the DMI. Let's just triple check that, because I think that is actually going to be a bullish crossover, guys. No, it's actually a bearish crossover. Okay, so it's the bearish DMI crossing to the upside of the bullish DMI. That is on the 4-hour, and it's not completely confirmed just yet, guys. Okay, so don't short Bitcoin with your life savings. It's we've got an hour and 42 minutes to confirm this crossover. If that is going to be confirmed here, guys, I would expect lower prices. And sort of the thing that I'm really looking for here is, if we do lose this 12-hour volume weighted ATR band, then, and we do lose this 68.4 area, then there is a pretty clean move down. Okay, it's a pretty clean move down. Obviously, we're going to be staggering our take profits as we go down, but basically it falls us back into this area. Okay, now if that is going to happen, guys, there is something that we need to be taking consideration of. Okay, need to be taking consideration of. It doesn't make sense, but what we need to be looking out for here, guys, is actually all-time highs for Bitcoin. And we're actually not breaking those all-time highs. If we're going to be smashing down and seeing prices again of 65k, which again, guys, let me just reiterate, is absolutely fine for us to be doing that. It's coming to the halving. It's April the 1st. It's probably got something to do with it. I'm not going to do an April Fools and all that stuff, guys. Yeah, what I would expect coming into the halving now is not the biggest, craziest dump in the world. Okay, we wouldn't have seen the amount of volume come into Bitcoin over the last sort of month or so if that was going to happen, because why are the big institutions just going to buy it for a massive dump? Surely you just wait for the dump. Okay, so what I do think, if Bitcoin is going to be coming down to said levels again of 61,000, 58,000, these sorts of areas, it's just going to get bought up again by the institutions, halving or not, dump or not, it's going to get bought up, and we're going to basically be sat in this giant ranging period until the halving is done. Once the halving is done on the 19th of April, then, and only then, will we see a nice move for Bitcoin. Now, it's very unlikely that we don't see a nice move before that. But what I'm saying is there is going to be a lovely ranging period here for Bitcoin to be basically be trading in. Okay, I wouldn't expect it to fly to the moon until after the halving, but right now there is going to be a nice little trading period for Bitcoin. And then obviously after the halving, guys, we've got our altcoins. Alt season will begin properly, okay, properly. And there is some lower cap coins that will be taking off and giving us 5-10x's here, which is a very bullish thing to be looking out for there. And guys, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you smash a thumbs up on it. It does help it out tremendously. And if you are new to the channel, I am streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. We're doing altcoin videos continuously. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you sub. Drop a notification bell as well. And if you want to follow my trades, guys, you can do that over on Fair Desk. Link is in the description. But yeah, let's carry on with this Bitcoin. Let's go on to the macro here, because I don't want to stay too long on Bitcoin here, because we've got a timer today of 1 hour on this stream, and I don't really want to overdo it. And MG Motorsport says, only sell half your dog. You talk warm and cold, always right. So Eric, what we do on this channel, okay, we weigh up the upside, the downside, and then the central zone. And the reason why we do that is because we know we're skilled enough to trade any direction for Bitcoin, okay? So yes, it could go one way. Yes, it could go the other way. But you know what's better? Having a trade for either direction, any direction, and then you can trade it no matter what happens, okay? So that's what we do on this channel. And if I never really say, like, Bitcoin's going up, it's going to the moon, guys, you've got a long Bitcoin, I'd never really do that. I give all the different scenarios of what could happen, and so we're prepared for everything, right? Because that's the best thing you can do, right? Yeah, so I know a lot of YouTubers out there just basically sit on the stream or whatever, and they just say it's bullish all the time. It's bullish all the time because it helps their channel, right? But yeah, I'm not about that. Not about that. Got to weigh up every single angle, every single situation here. More data is better, essentially. Okay. So yeah, money flow. Let's talk about money flow here on the daily. Here we have actually crossed over into the red zone, the bearish zone here for money flow, which essentially means money is flowing out of Bitcoin right now. Now, how valid is this? Okay, how valid is this? Not that valid, okay? The reasoning for this is, guys, with money flow, you need to essentially capitalize on the trends, okay? The trends and the flow of the cash, flow of the capital, essentially. And this choppy, disgusting, zigzaggy money in, money out scenario, there's no real flow here, so we can't really get a proper gauge in terms of data to trade it, okay? What we're looking for here is money flowing in or out for a consistent amount of time, okay? And this is what you are seeing here. Out for a consistent amount of time, in for a consistent amount of time, and then you're capitalizing on that trend on the next flow out. What have we seen here for Bitcoin most recently here for the money flow? It essentially, we've seen a nice flow out. It's been very strong flowing out, and that has been this sort of downtrend uncertainty here for Bitcoin. And then we saw a little bit of upside coming through. Not very strong here, but this is why we can't really get that much data here, because there's no trend. There's no real trend here for the money flow. So unfortunately, not the most valid thing in the world, but still a piece of information that we can be using, okay? Vortex indicator here has had that bullish crossover, but it does unfortunately look like we're coming to that bearish crossover. And again, guys, very choppy, no real official direction here. And this essentially means what I was saying a second ago is Bitcoin is likely to be sat in a ranging period for a considerable amount of time now coming into the halving, okay? We will see dumps, we will see pumps, okay? And it's going to basically be ranging, what I would say, between 58,000 and probably all-time highs around 73,000. That's sort of the most realistic realistic example that I could scenario, that's what I'm trying to look for. Realistic scenario that I would be referencing here. Coming down, testing these areas again, guys, and then basically coming back up and testing these areas again, just playing around until we see this halving actually play out here. And you bet if Bitcoin does dump down to around $60,000, the amount of people that are waiting to get in right now that missed the initial massive moves for Bitcoin, it's going to get bought up, okay? So yeah, definitely a few areas to be looking out for Bitcoin. Guys, if you've got any altcoins, make sure you smash them in the chat. I'm going to be doing altcoin requests very shortly. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, another trade that I would be looking for Bitcoin is essentially going to be this volume weighted ATR band on the daily. Okay, you can see over the last sort of week or so, we have creeped up quite aggressively here. And the OGs on the channel, the CC gang over in Telegram, we have been waiting for this trade. Okay, we're sat here, we're waiting for this lovely volume weighted ATR band bounce here. And we know that we do bounce on this really quite aggressively, really quite nice here. You can see multiple times here. And these are not small bounces, may I add. They're literally 10% moves. So the higher that this goes, the stronger scenario that we're going to be potentially in this ranging period is going to hold out essentially, right? Because the bounce here of this daily is going to be very strong here, especially when we've broken it with such momentum to the upside like we have seen here. It's going to be very interesting to see how that does play out. Now, as you can see, that is actually forming pretty much on the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement here for Bitcoin as well. So that's another point, and also the most recent confirmed higher low market structure here on the daily at 58,966, guys. That is the point that we really need to be cautious and looking out for there, because if we invalidate that, okay, if we invalidate that, and when I say invalidate, we dump to the downside and we come back down to 53, that sort of area, then it would insinuate that we're going to have a bit of downside here for Bitcoin, probably coming back down and testing some very important levels here. What is happening to my chart? Did logarithmic turn off or something? All my trend lines are way ski-whiff today. Where is that now? Where logarithmic was down here before. Okay. Well, that's concerning. That's concerning. What can you do? Yeah, don't really know what to do about that, considering it's not there. I don't want to be searching for it on stream. So yeah, we're just going to ignore that for now, which kind of sucks. But yeah, just ignore this trend line. And what we're going to be doing here is leaving Bitcoin where it is for now. We're gonna be leaving it where it is for now, and then we're gonna be moving on to some altcoins, guys. We're gonna be looking on some altcoins and basically getting deep down and dirty into the charts. First things first, let's get into some on-chain stuff for crypto and for Bitcoin to see if we can get a bit of it's in the bolt icon. Yeah, I thought it was. Logarithmic. There we go. Oh, we so back. Yeah, here we go. Right, let me just appreciate that, Phoenix. Always helping a brother out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Now we got our trend lines back, guys. Yeah, that's changed recently. It must have done. But yeah, so as you can see, we do have an upward sloping parallel channel here for Bitcoin, and you can see that this area has been respected multiple times for support. And essentially, the last time that we did come down to this area here, guys, we actually tested it with a nice bit of upwards momentum. So if Bitcoin again is going to lose a 12-hour here and come down to this area around 64.8, there is potential for another bounce there. How big is said bounce going to be? That's the major question here. But if we're looking at momentum here, just off this upward sloping support line here, you've got 20% to the upside there, you've got 8% to the upside there, and most recently you've had around a 13% move to the upside here. So I would expect a nice move of at least 5%, just taking an average and a reasonable figure from all of these, because what I do, I take the biggest figure, cut it in half, then cut it in half again, and that's sort of what you're going to be looking for there if you're looking for a realistic move in terms of momentum trading. Okay, so around a 5% move from that trend line is very feasible here, and ideally the ideal scenario is this happening over the course of the next sort of, if Bitcoin is going to have a dirty descending bearish week here, then it's very likely that we basically come down here over the next week and test this trend line with the daily volume weighted ATR band as well, and that's when we see the big bounce, the big dog, the huge trade that we're looking for there. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be Bitcoin. Let's jump to some on-chain stuff and see if we can get any data there. Just looking at the chat quickly, and if you guys are new to the channel, streaming every single day Monday to Friday, and welcome. And if you want a nice tightly knitted family, jump to Telegram. CC Gang is there. We've got Joseph saying, just discovered your channel a few days ago. You seem quite legit, not just hopium like others on YouTube. Thanks. Yeah, not a problem, man. Yeah. As I said, I weigh up every possible scenario that we can see for Bitcoin: the upside, the downside, the sideways. We talk about many different strategies and stuff. I've been trading for like 6 years now, so yeah, got a good bit of information to help you guys on your trading journey as well. And yeah, just try and stay as legit as possible and as transparent as possible with you guys. yeah, appreciate the kind words, my good sir. And yeah, Bitcoin here. Let's look at Bitcoin All Exchange Reserve. This is how much Bitcoin is being moved off and on exchanges. If there's loads on exchanges, guys, it means basically people can sell it quite easily, okay? And this has been bearish for forever, for a very, very long time, okay? And the lower this goes, the more bullish it is, because the less Bitcoin on exchanges, the less you can sell it, okay? Most recently, we have seen a little bit of a spike to the upside. Nothing too crazy here, but a little spike to the upside here, guys. And that essentially means that that it could be bearish right now. That's a bit of data that we can extract from that. Exchange whale ratio, how much Bitcoin is being put on exchanges from the old whales. That's gone up as well, so that's a sign that manipulation could be on the cards. Estimated leverage ratio, how much of you dirty degens are jumping into your derivative trades right now? That's on the up as well, guys. So what essentially looking at now is market manipulation is looking quite prominent. So just be aware for that. Funding rates, guys, you're going to get paid to hold your short positions. A lot of people are long right now. Okay, so the longs are paying the shorts. That's definitely a interesting market sentiment, that a lot more people are bullish right now than bearish, which we're in a bull market, so it's kind of expected here. Open interest again, that's taken a little bit of a downside there as well. Interesting stuff. Fund flow ratio, not going to go into that, nothing too great there. And the miner reserve, this is interesting, guys. The miner reserve is basically when the miners are selling their Bitcoin or moving them on to exchanges to sell their Bitcoin. And when this does actually see essentially downside here, it's likely that we do see a pullback here for Bitcoin, okay? So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there, as we have seeing a little bit of a dip here over the last sort of day or so for this. So that is an indication that we're going to see a downside there for Bitcoin. Let's jump to, so the data that we have extracted from the on-chain stuff here, just looking at these few charts here, excuse me, is actually the market manipulation is on the cards today, okay? And now if we're looking at market manipulation, guys, we need to look at liquidation levels here for Bitcoin, because this is where it gets very, very interesting. So if we're looking at the Binance liquidation heat map, because if you think like a whale, you're not going to fail that lovely scenario there. The heat map right now is very, very hot in these areas, okay? The areas that I'm talking around is 69.7, 69.8, and what do you know? 69.6. Where's the price right now? It's all the way down at 69.3. So what does that tell us? It tells us that the whales have dumped this asset to liquidate as many long positions as possible here, and it's very likely that we actually head up from here. Okay, because if you look down on the liquidation heat map on Binance that we're referencing this data from, there's a little bit down at 69.2, 69.1, nothing too crazy, but from that it's pretty boring. Okay, we can bring up some other exchanges as well, maybe Bybit, see what they've got going on here. Same scenario here, guys. We have actually seen a lot of major liquidations already get hit. So in terms of the next liquidation levels for Bitcoin here, it's actually all the way up at 71.9, okay? And that's going to be liquidating short positions. So if we're looking at Bitcoin right now, I mean, this bounce is playing out pretty goddamn perfectly. Did we draw something on the chart that I was going to reference throughout the stream? I think I might have deleted it. But it was essentially, wasn't it 2% move from here? We're looking at momentum. Pretty sure it was 69.8 that we were going for there on stream. So yeah, we have seen that, well, near enough seen that play out. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does play out here, guys. But yeah, if we're looking at momentum here, you can see that the momentum from this move to the upside was around 1.5 there. So in being realistic, we're going to cut that in half, 0.75, and that is going to be the target here that we're potentially going to hit very, very, very shortly. So that's going to be 69.651. Interesting stuff there for Bitcoin, okay? But yeah, liquidation levels, we've covered that. So the most likely scenario right now here is probably going to be sideways for Bitcoin. Don't think we're going to be absolutely smashing off a cliff just basing on the on-chain stuff, and also liquidation levels that we have already hit, may I add. And stock and flow, guys. For you guys that don't know about this, just want to cover this very, very quickly. This essentially means, this essentially plots out when we actually had the halving every 4 years, the halving for Bitcoin, and what happened with the price of Bitcoin, okay? So you can see it's dates until halving with this color heat map here, and you can see that we're getting very, very close. 18 days or something like that. Yeah, 18 days away till the halving here, and you can see every single time, more or less, coming up to the halving, we see either a dump in the price of Bitcoin, as you see here, or as the halving comes, as it happens, after it happens, a dump, sideways action, sideways action, sideways action. It's basically been sideways after every single halving or the dump, okay? And then, of course, we see a lovely, massive, juicy bull market, of course, guys. So it's very interesting to see this bull market play out, and that's essentially what everyone's waiting for right now. So the target for this this bull run, just going on the 365-day stock and flow MA here, is actually a target of around $440,000 for one Bitcoin. Crazy stuff. And you can see every single time we have topped that, okay? We have topped that. So yeah, very interesting stuff for you guys that don't know about the halving. If you want to go check this out, just go to lookintobitcoin.com. I'll say it again, lookintobitcoin.com, stock to flow model. Okay, and you can check out this chart, and yeah, you can basically keep your eyes peeled on this. But this is essentially what this is saying, guys. It's saying that we could be due a lot of sideways and a bit of a dump into the halving or just after the halving. Okay, so please be aware for that. Don't be too impatient. All we're going to be using this for, we've been in this bear market for so long now. We know what to do, guys. When these prices dumps, when these altcoins dump, we're looking for entries. We're looking to buy these assets at these low prices, and then we're just going to be holding them for literally like 12 months, and we're going to make so much goddamn money. Okay, so it's basically free cash. It's like God mode investment strategy, and this is going to be one of the biggest bull runs in history, in my opinion, guys, because the amount of retail that are going to be, the influx of retail capital that's going to be coming in to all of these altcoins and Bitcoin in general is going to be ridiculous. A lot of people heard about the bull market back in 2020, end of 2020, 2021, and now a lot of people are like, the word's going to travel in the retail space, word of mouth. We know how that happens, and it's going to entice a lot of people to get involved, because a lot of people made a lot of money last time. A lot of people lost a lot of money, of course, but they know what they did wrong. They didn't sell. So they're going to be getting back in, or they're going to still be in. They're going to be getting back in, and they're going to be holding, and they're going to be selling, and they're going to be basically making money. And then we have a whole influx of new people coming in. So yeah, it's going to be the biggest bull market in history, in my opinion. And it's going to be very exciting on how much money we're going to be making this this bull market, right? But yeah, let's move on from that, and let's look at Fear and Greed Index today, guys. You can see 79, pretty goddamn greedy. Pretty goddamn greedy. Just wanted to have a look at this quickly. SBF sentenced to 25 years for fraud. Well, that was on the 28th of March, end of last week. Didn't cover it on the stream, but yeah, pretty peak for my man. Not good. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Anyway, let's look at Bitcoin dominance here, because this is very important for you. You guys that are trading your altcoins here. A lot of you are sat there waiting, and a lot of you, I see a lot of you commenting on my altcoin videos, like, when are the alts going to explode? When can we expect our money? Like, when can we expect our X's and our percentages here? And a lot more bullish momentum. The answer to your question is, you want to be looking at Bitcoin dominance here, because this is how much dominance Bitcoin has over the altcoins. So if we look at previous bull markets here, guys, let's just go back, and you can see this this chart absolutely took a massive crash, okay? And this is absolutely fine. It just shows when this does come down quite aggressively, it shows that Bitcoin no longer has control over the altcoins, okay? And what I mean by this is, you're seeing Bitcoin take a tumble right now, okay? Look at your altcoins. They're also taking a tumble. When this chart is down, like really down, and it's like trending down quite aggressively, basically when Bitcoin dumps, some of your altcoins will just be like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. We're staying here. We're staying at this price. They might even go up. They move on their own, okay? So that's what I'm saying about that. And what we're looking for now in terms of referencing that chart and referencing that massive downtrend in adherence to the halving, which we were just talking about, guys. This is going to be the upward sloping parallel channel. This is going to be the measure move down, and this is going to be the breakdown scenario, okay? So when this does happen, and this breakdown does happen on this chart, which is very likely to happen, okay? This is basically essentially when your altcoins are going to start to move on their own, okay? And that's when you can see big money, okay? Big money coming through. Just going to have a drink, and then we're going to carry on with some altcoin charts, okay, guys? So make sure you get your altcoin requests in the chat, and we're going to be recording some videos here on stream for the channel later, which should be fun. And if you are new to the stream, guys, streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. Good old protein shake. Love it. And just quickly, guys, this stream is sponsored by BingX. If you're looking for a promotion here for BingX, link is in the description. We have many promotions ready. It's like bonuses and all that good stuff if you want to get involved with that. Yeah, good stuff. Now, CME gaps. Let's jump CME gaps, and then we're going to do some altcoins, guys. So we still do currently have a CME gap from the previous week, down around 66 to 63. 63.9. Don't know. TradingView always moves my stuff, right? Really annoying. CME gap from this weekend, and has that been filled? It does look like it has been filled. Nothing to show there, as far as I'm aware. 27th, 28th, 21st. That'd be the open. That'd be the close. That'd be the yeah. So we did see that actually get filled here. Correct. Monday, yeah, opening there, opening at 71.5, slamming it all the way down to 69.5. Okay, so yeah, the current open CME gap that hasn't been closed yet is all the way down at 66,400 to 63,000. There is an inclination that the price goes down there. And guys, remember, what have I said about Bitcoin just in general right now? It's absolutely fine if we go down there. It's not a problem. We're just going to be ranging in this period for the next sort of 2 weeks, in my opinion. Okay, and if we do smash it to the moon, then absolutely fine. It's a win-win. But I do think Bitcoin is just going to be in the sideways sort of motion for a while, and I have stressed that for the last couple of weeks here on the channel. But yeah, let's get deep down and dirty into some altcoins, and let's record some videos live on stream. Should be cool. Should be cool. And then we're going to get into some market cipher stuff as well, guys, because I'm going to be looking for some market cipher trades here. And a little update on the development of the indicators that we're throwing together internally here on Crypto Chester. We're working very, very hard here, and it's very likely that I'm going to be able to showcase to you what we've been building, which is it's similar to the market cipher, but what we've done, we've taken key elements of the market cipher, like the money flow and momentum, and bullish and bearish whales coming in and stuff like that. A couple little niggles there, and we've basically taken them and we've added it to a load of other indicators and built this God mode, this God mode system. So I was actually testing it yesterday, and it's not completely finished yet, so I can't showcase it to you today, guys. So don't get too excited. But yeah, it's goddamn impressive, may I add. Very, very happy with it so far, and we're adding a few things over the next couple of days. So yeah, just stay tuned and get ready for that, because now we're getting that in such a pinnacle time for the markets here, guys, because like we're coming to this insane bull market, right? There's gonna be a lot of volume coming through, and the chart's gonna be going crazy, and we basically just gonna get access to this insane indicator and insane strategies. So I'm very, very excited for that. And from what I've seen, like I haven't got the data right now, but it's one of the most impressive like set of indicators in one thing that I've ever seen. Okay, and again, I haven't got the data, but from just looking at the chart and going like, right, okay, that's an entry. Okay, that's an entry. Okay, that's an entry. It's just like bang, bang, 2%, 3%. It's very, 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 very reliable. So yeah, really looking forward to showcasing that to you guys. But yeah, let's get onto some altcoins here, and let's get deep down and dirty into the charts here. Ave is looking pretty juicy, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at the chat quickly, and then we're gonna start picking apart some altcoins, and to do a video today on, I'm gonna do a video on FTM today, guys. Do a video on FTM. And guys, if you want me to do a video on one of your coins, let me know in the chat. I'll look at the chart and we will weigh it up and essentially see whether it's worth it from a content perspective. And yeah, we'll just and then we can potentially be recording a live video for your altcoin here on the stream. Exciting stuff. Yeah, so we're going to do FTM today. That's going to be the starting video here, and we're going to go through some price predictions as well. Great stuff. And I see Mika's Media saying, love you, Chester, and Hammy too. Can you check out Solana? We can do a bit of Solana. I'm not going to do a video on Solana because I did a video on Solana, I think, last week. And like late last week. So I don't want to bore the audience, if you will. But yeah, we'll have a look at Solana just from a price action perspective. FTM looked PK yesterday. Okay, yesterday I was thinking PK. What does that stand for? No, yeah, it does. It looks pretty rough. Pretty rough now, anyway. Drinking my protein shake. I forgot about my tea. No, don't be cold. We're good. We're good. We're still hot. We're still hot. Cheers, guys. Bit of peppermint tea. Midday. Very good stuff. Right. Let's do a little update on FTM quickly. Oh, looks like we've lost the screen. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. Going to get that back for you. Yep. Okay, we're back. Got CoinMarketCap ready. And FTM chart looking good as well, okay? So let's get into this chart update for FTM. I'm here today to give you an update on FTM. We're going to be going through FTM from a market structure perspective, and then we're going to be looking at potential targets for the next 6 to 12 months here for this asset, and also looking at key entry points for this asset to see essentially how much money we could be making over the next 6 to 12 months if we are just simply holding this and basically trading it up through this lovely bull market. Okay, so what we're seeing now from a market structure perspective, guys, is all of these yellow lines. You can see these are actually higher lows. Okay, these are market structure higher lows, and it's very important that we hold these market structure higher lows in terms of support. If we don't, then it's very likely that we actually see a reversal in the trend and downside. What I'm looking for here for FTM, obviously it's been very bullish recently. We're seeing highs get tapped of around $1.24 per coin, currently trading around 94 cents there. The key areas to be looking out for here, because we are in, yes, a micro downtrend, a micro pullback right now, but the points that I really want to be referencing here, guys, is you can see this collective, okay, this collective of higher lows where we came down, we tested, we broke this high, we confirmed this high low, we came down, we broke this high again, we confirmed this higher low. Vice versa, we've done this 3 times in this area. This is why it's very important, guys. This area right here, just a little bit lower, this is a very strong level of support, okay? Very strong level of support. We've seen us test this before many times. Momentum to the upside has sent us right back up to highs. So what I'm saying here for this asset, if we do see us dump down to this area, this is your buy zone. This is where you buy as much FTM as physically possible. I'm joking, don't do that. I'm not a financial advisor, but what I'm saying here in terms of level of support, this is your golden goose level of support, okay? So the price does get down here, it's very likely to bounce, and also you do have the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement there as well in terms of a nice bounce point, okay? Also, one thing to be referencing, guys, is this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. This is where it gets quite interesting, guys, so make sure you take note of this. And we have frozen. No, we're back. Yeah, frozen for a minute there, not great. But yeah, the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, guys, please take note. If we lose that in terms of a level of support, if the price comes down and we lose that, then unfortunately, that is the confirmation for the reversal of the trend. What I mean by that, guys, essentially, it is what it says on the tin, the reversal of the trend. That will give us lower prices of around 55 cents down to the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. So really, you want to be watching 70 cents there. If you lose 70 cents, you would expect lower prices around 54. Now, that's the bearish stuff all cleared up. Let's get into the bullish, okay? Let's get some price targets for the future for this asset. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be zooming out here. We're going to be jumping to the weekly, and we're going to be looking at some realistic targets, okay? So if we're looking at previous price action here for FTM, you can see actually that we do have strong support in this area. Very strong, okay? And that's basically all the data that we do have, and heavy resistance at 163 as well. So probably what I would expect here for this asset over the next sort of coming month or so is you can see we have just had a bearish divergence coming through, guys. Bearish divergence tends to usually mean reversal to the downside. That's what we are seeing right now. So I probably would expect a bit more continuation to the downside here with the halving coming up to around 80 cents there. And then this is, as I said, your buy zone. Then from there, this is just going to be a higher low once we've cleared this high and basically testing this level again at 1.13. So if we're looking at a chart sort of pattern, I probably would be looking at something along the lines of this, okay? So something along the lines of this to continue this bull market to the upside, okay? So that will put us at a price target of around $1.63. Now, if we were to buy at 80 cents, for example, if we do come down to this area and we were to buy 80 cents and we were to hold it up until this area, that's going to be a 100% gain, guys. That's a 2x on your investment. Very interesting stuff. Now let's do a price prediction to see previous all-time highs here that we do have here on FTM. On Bybit here, it's going to be a 328% gain. Let's just triple check that all-time high here on CMC here. Triple check that all-time high on CMC. Just loading up that data here. Hopefully it can do it quite quickly. While it's doing that, going to have a sip of the tea. Very good stuff. Let's look at all in terms of price action. All-time high here for Phantom FTM is $3.33. Where does that look like on our chart? It looks at around $3.48 here on the Bybit chart. Okay, so usually when we come into these fresh new big bull markets, guys, what usually happens is we come up, we test previous all-time highs. Okay, so if you are looking to buy FTM from that level that I just said, you're looking at a 4.2x on your investment, which is absolutely insane. Okay, absolutely insane. You put in $1,000, you're going to come out with $4,000. Okay, $4,200. So yeah, absolutely insane. And we know about bull markets, guys. Usually, mostly, 90% of the time, we come up and we break all-time highs to the upside. And as I said, we're coming into the biggest bull market that we've ever seen, in my opinion, for crypto. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see how high this asset can go. So yeah, that is going to be your FTM update for the day, guys. Key buying areas, just to summarize here, it's going to be around 80 cents there. Even if you buy now and you hold for the next year, you're going to be making a load of cash, okay? You're making a load of money. So yeah, do what you will with that information. But yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, all that good stuff. If you like the content, smash a like on it. If you want to never miss one of my uploads, guys, smash the sub, notification bell, ding, turn that bad boy on, and you're never going to miss one of my uploads. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Peace out, and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. There we go. There we go. Video is recorded, guys. Stream is not ending. Don't worry. I'm just recording some videos here, and yeah, recording some videos as we go, and yeah, going to be uploading them to the channel later, and yeah, good stuff. Trying to broaden up the horizon and get some more content going. So yeah, let's look at Solana next. Not going to do a video on Solana. Ding, lol. Yeah, let's look at Solana. I did in my head when I did that. I was like, did you just ding? Did you just ding, bro? Yeah. So what I'm looking for here for Solana is actually doing very, very, very well here. Ideally, we can get to 200 again. I did see it at 200 earlier today. If I'm not mistaken, I woke up, checked Solana, because one of my biggest bags is Solana, guys. I'm very, very heavily invested in Solana. I think Solana is going to be a sleeping giant at this point in time. It is a blue chip here in the crypto space. I do think we're going to see insane price movements for Solana this run, okay? So yeah, do not sleep on this bad boy, in my opinion. Obviously, do what you will, but yeah, Solana's a beauty. It's a goddamn beauty. But what we're looking for Solana right now, obviously we're in a parabolic motion to the upside. It is quite a strong uptrend, but we need to be very cautious from a market structure standpoint, okay? And what I mean by that is you can see the most recent high low that we have seen for Solana is actually all the way down at $104, okay? So that is not great, considering if we were to dump here and smash it all the way down to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, it means that 46% of your investment will evaporate, will literally disappear, okay? So that's obviously not great, but what we are looking for here, we have already had our significant pullback to the downside, okay? We have had a significant pullback to the downside, and what I mean by that, guys, if you're looking for a higher low, you need that significant pullback after breaking highs. And then to confirm that significant pullback, okay, what you need to do here, you need to break that high again. So you need to break this high, not the all-time high, just the current bull market high for this asset right here. If we can break 210 to the upside, that will confirm this as the most recent high or low. At this point in time, it's unconfirmed. We can't use this as a market structure level of confirmation, okay? Very, very important. So right now, this is the unconfirmed high or low for Solana. So if we do dump down to here and we don't hold it, if we even come down to 106, guys, it's still going to be a bullish market uptrend. Bullish market uptrend. Yeah, it's going to be a bullish market uptrend. To check my terminology sometimes, but yeah, I would expect us to break this to the upside, guys. Solana is doing very, very well recently, and you can see actually in comparison to Bitcoin today, Bitcoin is like, I'm going to fall off a cliff. Yay. I'm gonna fall off a cliff, but Solana's like, not me. I'm holding strong, baby. We're gonna go to the moon. So yeah, this very 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 bullish on Solana right now. And in terms of just a sort of micro time frame trend lines and chart patterns and all that good stuff here, we do have a little rising wedge chart pattern. So if we are going to see any sort of downside for Solana, the measure move currently is going to consist of around 8% to the downside. Okay, even if we do come down to 176, whatever, it's fine. It's not a problem. Solana's going to moon anyway. We know it's going to go up, so just be patient, hold your bags, and yeah, Solana's very very bullish. Okay, moving on to just thinking we could do a little giveaway. Do a giveaway? I'm gonna give away in ages. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a goddamn giveaway. Okay, so I'm gonna give away 1 week on the volume weighted ATR bands, guys, and you can see this is I mean, the OGs of this channel know that we have got so much data on how reliable these are from bounce points. And the reason why I'm going to do this today, guys, is because we're actually on a bounce point right now. So if you want to actually have access to this indicator and have the potential to take this trade, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, do what you will with it. But yeah, I'm going to give away 1 week on the volume weighted ATR bands right now. And we're going to do, I'm thinking of a number, okay? I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Okay, if you want to enter, all you got to do is slap a number in the chat right now, and if you guess the number, then you win 1 week on the volume weighted ATR bands, and you can take advantage of these trades. And also the daily volume weighted ATR band is creeping up as well, guys. So yeah, very very interesting stuff. And the number is between 1 and 10, guys, not 1 and 100, 1 and 10. 6, it is number 6, man. Zombi. Zomb. So I'm really bad at reading, man. I can trade, I can make money, all that good stuff, but I'm really bad at reading. But yeah, you guessed the number correctly. The number is 6. So drop me a message on Telegram, and I will give you 1 week on the volume weighted ATR bands for absolutely free, my good sir. And you can hopefully, if you do that quick enough after this stream, you might be able to capitalize on the next the 12-hour bounce that we're looking for here, which will be in the next 5 hours or so. Very very interesting stuff. So yeah, the number is 6, guys. Zombie, come on. Oh, completely clicked the wrong thing then. Yes, zombie. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, just me being goddamn idiot. Is what it is. But yes, zombie. Good stuff. Yeah, you won a week on the volume weighted ATR band, so well done to you, sir. And yeah, just drop me a message on Telegram. Link is in the description. So yeah, I think you might have to join the TG, our community TG first, and then find me, drop me a message, and we'll sort all that out directly after the stream. Telegram, more research. Okay, you don't have Telegram. Okay, why don't you if you don't want to do it on Telegram, just I was gonna say drop your TradingView username in the chat now, but don't know if you want to let everyone see it. I don't know. Contact me somehow. Contact me somehow on Telegram. So yeah, it's very very easy to sign up to Telegram. But yeah, let's move on from that and let's do another Bitcoin altcoin video. What are we going to be doing? Let's look at the watch list. Let's look at crypto bubbles. Actually, we haven't really looked at crypto bubbles just yet. And Bitcoin Cash just doesn't want to stop. Okay, it's up 15% today. Insane, absolutely insane. Jupiter again, 21%, looking really really good. MG Motorsport. Everyone look away for a minute while Zombie puts his username in the chat. Okay, now you have a zombie hunting you down. Yeah, if you want to drop your Telegram username in the chat, Zombie, then I will get you added to that indicator because you won the giveaway. Great stuff. And if you're just joining the stream, guys, I'm streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. So make sure you're here with us, picking apart the charts, making a load of money. Just going to do a couple of altcoin updates, and then we're going to get deep down and dirty into some market cipher stuff and find some trades that we're going to be executing over on Fairdesk together today, okay? So what were we doing now? It was crypto bubbles. Okay, yeah, Bitcoin Cash. Just want to look at Bitcoin Cash very quickly. Not going to do a video on it, but I'm just going to look at Bitcoin Cash very quickly because that has been exploding. There it is. I was thinking, where is it? It's not on my watch list, but it is. Okay. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash still exploding here, guys. Absolutely insane stuff, okay? And I do want to be looking at some Fibonacci levels here as well. And that's from the previous video. So let's wow, that's very, 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 very bullish. Okay, so we're going to be doing some Fibonacci levels here from the all-time high that we can see here for Bitcoin Cash to the swing low of the bear market there. Let's double check that. Swing low of the bear market down at around $87 for Bitcoin Cash, and then we're going to be looking at some very key levels. I mean, this is very interesting what we've just done here, guys. Very interesting stuff, because Bitcoin Cash, you can see, is at the 0.382 Fibonacci here, guys. Very, very, very strong area of resistance. Last time we saw a lot of upwards momentum to this area here. We actually got slammed down pretty goddamn aggressively, and this has happened multiple times. Yes, we do have slippage, guys. We've got, not slippage, but spillage to the upside here. So essentially, we could spill to the upside here in terms of a nice bit of buying pressure for Bitcoin Cash, but we need to be very cautious here, because we have closed below Fibonacci, and this essentially means we're likely to test this over the next sort of week or so, and then likely to find some heavy resistance. So just be aware for that, guys. Okay. I had a good Bitcoin Cash trade on the market side for this morning. Amazing stuff, MG. Good stuff, man. I see LR in the stream as well. Nice to see you on the stream there, LR. Hope you're having a fantastic morning over in the UK out there. I'm over in Bangkok, if you guys didn't know. Bangkok in Thailand. It's extremely hot right now. It's not like chill weather, like 30 degrees or any of that. It's like roasting. It's like 38 degrees outside. It's unbearable. Just got the aircon on like full. It's still insanely hot, right? So I'm gonna go catch some rays after the stream, which is gonna be cool. Can you look at Theta, says here Optimus. Yes, sir, I can. Let's look at Theta together, and we will actually do a video on Theta. Great to just got really itchy nose, man. And the problem is, with it being so hot in Bangkok, we've got the aircons on all the time. Okay, so it's like the aircon's not great for your sinuses. So it's like my nose is constantly running at the moment. It's just terrible. But otherwise, you just sit here and you sweat liters and liters. So yeah, not great. So yeah, let's prep this chart ready for a nice video here. I'm looking for that significant pullback. That's the area. That's going to be an unconfirmed higher low. Have I got music on for you guys yet? Oh no, I completely forgot. My bad. Only 30 degrees here in good old Australia. Love it. Cold and wet here in Chicago. Oh goddamn. I do feel for you. But we are coming into rainy season here for Thailand, so the rain does fall pretty aggressively when it wants to. But don't tell anyone, but I might be moving out of Bangkok. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted in the Telegram where I'm going to be going. But yeah, plans are on the cards at the moment, so we will see. But yeah, let's break down this chat. Let's break down this chart. Yeah, nice to see the stream growing as well, guys. Do appreciate it. And if you are looking for a nice CC, if you're looking for a crypto family to talk crypto with every day, we are in Telegram pretty much every single hour of the day, guys, talking about everything. We've been there for over 2 years, and that's where we live for crypto, and I share all my charts and stuff in there as well. So yeah, if you do want to join that, it's absolutely free as well. You can go join that, and you'll be welcomed with open arms. Yeah, let's get into this, and let's have a look at Theta here on CMC. Let's prep that. Why is that not coming up? Theta network. That's the one. Looks hot out there. Okay, right. Really hope my PC doesn't crash here, because I've got a lot of things open. This is not great. I'm going to delete some on-chain stuff, some liquidations, and like liquidation heat maps. Just going to get rid of a lot of stuff here because I don't want it to crash while recording. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm here today to give you an update on Theta. Lovely, lovely altcoin here. We're going to be looking at this from a market structure perspective. Price predictions for this will be coming through at the end of the video. How much money you could be making if you're holding this now. Key buying areas as well. And essentially, as I was just saying, price predictions for the next 6 to 12 months for this asset. So just starting off with Theta in terms of a market structure perspective, guys, we are obviously in a very lovely bull market. Lovely, lovely uptrend here. Very, very parabolic. In my opinion, we need to be very cautious of prices going parabolic. If you're new to the channel, the analogy that we use here, if you're climbing Mount Everest, guys, if you're climbing Mount Everest, you need to stop at base camp 1 for a little bit of food, a bit of water. When I say you need to stop at base camp 1, I mean you need to consolidate, you need to relax, you need to go to sleep. Because if you want to get to the top of the mountain, you can't just do it in one straight parabolic hit, or otherwise you're going to crash and you're going to die, okay? So what we're looking for here is a nice bit of consolidation, which we are getting for Theta, which is very healthy in terms of this uptrend. Talking about market structure right now, this is very important because the previous higher low, confirmed higher low that we have seen is actually all the way down at 170, guys. 170, very crucial here. We do have a pullback, a significant pullback down to $2.40 there. But unfortunately, we haven't broke the high. So this does not confirm this as a higher low just yet. And it's an unconfirmed higher low. So even if we do come down all the way to this level at 179, 175, then we're technically still in this lovely uptrend, okay? So just be aware of price fluctuations here, especially coming to the halving for Bitcoin of around 40%. If that is going to happen, then just hold strong, I guess, if you're already in Theta. But what I would say here is there is going to be a very, very nice buy zone if we do come down to these levels. I don't think we're going to be withdrawing 40% here. I think it's quite unlikely. I do think we're probably actually going to come up here. We're going to have a bull flag breakout scenario here, breaking not all-time highs, breaking highs for this current bull market. When that does happen, guys, we will confirm this as the higher low, okay? Which is a very, very good thing for us to be doing. So that's sort of what I would say here. In terms of the move here for Theta to the upside, this is going to be the measure move here, guys. And the move is probably going to consist of around 20% to the upside, okay? So very, very bullish overall. And yeah, that's what I would say about Theta overall here. Just looking at this chart here on the macro perspective, looking very, very bullish. Now let's get into a... Actually, let's bring up volume weighted ATR bands here, guys, because these are very, very crucial here to get sort of a bias as to where this asset is going to be going. So I'm just looking at this on the 12-hour here, guys. You can see the 12-hour volume weighted ATR band, this little bad boy here, and you can see a lot of support is being formed on this continuously. We are seeing candle body closes above the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, and also just testing that 12-hour as well. And we're in a breakout for this bull flag. So yeah, overall, looking really, really bullish here. What I would like to see is this 60-minute volume weighted ATR band continuing this progressive stance. So you can see we've just turned to the progressive stance here for this volume weighted ATR band. If that carries on here and we do come up in price, we're likely to trend alongside it and have that continuation to the upside. And you can see the three days doing the same thing, the 12 hours doing the same thing, the 1 hour, and also the 4 hours. That's very, very bullish for us to have continuation to the upside if that is going to continue here for Theta. So looking really, really, really strong overall. Now let's get into a price prediction for Theta for the next 6 to 12 months or so. And let's be realistic with this, guys. Let's be realistic. So let's jump to CMC and let's get a nice all-time high for Theta from the previous bull market here. And that is going to be, if I can get my cursor on it properly, it's going to be $14.2 a coin. $14.2 a coin. And if we are going to be looking at that from an all-time high perspective from where we're currently trading at, guys, it's going to be ridiculous. 14.2, did we say? Yeah, 14.2 to the upside here. That is going to be essentially a 4.8x on your investment. 4.8x on your investment. Unbelievable stuff. So you basically a 5x, guys. If you put in $5,000, you're going to walk away with $25,000. Unbelievable stuff. This is likely to happen over the next 6 to 12 months or so. If you're looking for a buying area for Theta, what I would say is be patient. We're coming into the halving, guys. We're likely to see either sideways action or a bit of dumpage to the downside here. If that is going to happen, there's buying zones all the way along here. The most crucial and most obvious buy zone that I would be referencing here is going to be the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement from this high, and that is going to be basically priced at around $2.18 there. The buying opportunity from there is absolutely huge. If you were to buy there and and you were to run it up all the way to previous all-time highs, that is going to be around a 6.5x on your investment, guys. Unbelievable stuff there. And this is likely to happen over the next 6 to 12 months or so. So yeah, just be cautious of that. One thing that I did want to touch on quickly as well for Theta is going to be this hidden bullish divergence, guys. Hidden bullish divergence tend to usually mean continuation to the upside here. So that's a very bullish sign again here for Theta. Things are looking up. We've got bull flags, we've got Fibonacci, we've got breakout scenarios. It's looking very, very, very strong overall here. And obviously that market structure point coming through for Theta as well. So yeah, overall, very bullish on Theta. But yeah, that's going to be update. If you like the update, guys, make sure you slap a like on it. And also, if you never want to miss one of my updates, then make sure you press the subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and you're never going to miss one of my uploads. Simple as that. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Hope you enjoyed the Theta update. Peace, and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. I feel like I'm talking pretty fast in these videos, and I'm going to have to slow it down a little bit. But yeah, that's the Theta update, I would say. Let me have a look at the chat quickly, and then we will continue with one more video, and then we're going to do some market cipher stuff to get some trades today. 2021 was when I started following Chester. I think it was in May. Yeah, same here. Yes, I think it's been 3 years, not 2. Oh, damn. Crazy. Yes, we were getting vaccinated for COVID. Yeah, I remember all of that stuff. I actually never got vaccinated. And I started looking at charts during lockdown for something to do and found Chester and Hammy on YouTube. He was still in the UK then. Yep, was still in the UK then. And then I moved to Koh Samui, the island. And Pendle. Let's have a look at Pendle for Joseph. Yeah, then I moved to Koh Samui, the island in Thailand. Best time of my life. I absolutely loved it over there. And then some business came up in Bangkok. And yeah, ended up moving to Bangkok. And I'm doing obviously I do trading and all that good stuff, but I'm doing a lot of other business projects and stuff like that, which when I was young, my dream wasn't to be like a trader. It was to be an international businessman. That was always my ambition throughout school and everything. It was always international businessman, so I could just travel the world and do business, because I love doing business anyway. I think it's really, really great. Networking and meeting loads of different people and money in general, of course. So yeah, that's now I'm sort of living my dream essentially over in Bangkok, doing business all over the world now. So yeah, it's amazing, and I wouldn't have got there without trading, actually, thinking about it, because trading gave me the essential financial freedom, because I used to be a plasterer, used to be on the building site doing all that, skimming walls and all that horrible stuff. Did that for 4 years, I think, while I was learning trading, and then quit my job, and here we are today. Living the dream out here. So yeah, good stuff. I'd say I want to live on an island, but I already do. Is Australia an island? I mean, technically, but it's a big one, size of Europe or something, right? I went in the Theta trade, retested trend line, was nice. Yeah, it does look really, really good. People are yummy. This zombie guy, man, he's funny. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Mr. Miles on a different account. For you guys that don't know Mr. Miles, he's a guy that comes on the stream and always trolls. He always trolls. He's hilarious. It's good fun. But yeah, what were we doing? We were going to do Pendle, wasn't it? Pendle. Don't know the ticker for this. Maybe it is Pendle. Oh, it is. It's quite a long ticker, actually. Yeah, quite a long ticker. Oh, such an itchy nose. We're going to stick with Bybit. Oh, Pendle. Pendle, Pendle, Pendle. That right there is pretty goddamn bullish, okay? Have to admit, I like people, says Zombie. Yeah, it's a very, very bullish chart, I'd say. Very parabolic. I would be worried. The reason why I would be worried here is because when you're in the parabolic stance like so, you're likely to crash back down, okay? Yeah, this has been trading since July 2023, and it's been pretty sideways. Found its floor down at around 54 cents, and from there it's been a really steady uptrend, actually. Really, really quite clean. This is, if you will, attractive. Very, very nice to the upside here. For this asset, you can see the support is holding very, very, very well. I don't know the fundamentals on this asset, but just from looking at this chart, it looks pretty goddamn good. Okay, it looks pretty goddamn good for the support and structure to be forming as this has. is very, very bullish, I would say here. And to see it move, it's like 147%, so 2.4x on your investment. Unbelievable stuff there for Pendle overall. I do want to get some more TA on this, so we are going to be jumping down to the micro timeframes here. Bullish engulfing as well, very strong. Not testing Fibonacci at all on your way up here, so that's a concern. But again, it's not too bullish. It looks insanely bullish on the daily, right? Very, very parabolic. But on the 4 hour, you're actually seeing like it's not too crazy. You're seeing obviously the big candles here, they're worth pretty juicy 12%ers, but it's not like a 50% gain or a 40% gain and then it crashes down. So you're seeing a gentle pullbacks, which is really strong market structure, I would say. The most worrying candle that I would say out of all of this is the one that you've just had, and that is consisting of a near enough a 10% move. So considering this is all-time highs from what we have seen here, I would expect a slight pullback to previous all-time highs, depending on where this candle body closes on the 4 hour. But yeah, overall, I'm very impressed with this asset. So thank you, Joseph, for putting this out there and showing this to everyone. A lot of people just like not all people, but a few people come on and they request like terrible coins, shit coins, if you will. Yeah, they request them, and essentially they're just doing it to promote their coins, right? Because it's very, very community based. A lot of meme coins and stuff like that. But yeah, this coin itself is very bullish, I'd say. Looking very, very good. Bouncing off the 60-minute volume weighted ATR band as well. Very, very, very strong here. Overall, quite impressed. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a video now on don't do XRP, Chester. Don't do XRP. I'm not going to do XRP. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it today. I'll save that one for later on in the week. I'm going to do block. Yes, I'm going to do block. Didn't see the breakout scenario there, so that was a no trade. Yeah, I'm going to do block because the block has had a very, very big pullback here. GameFi token here. Amir says ADA. I'm sure we could have a little look at ADA quickly. Yeah, you know what? I'll have a look at ADA quickly. And yeah, you know what? I will. I'll look at ADA quickly and just give you a brief summary on that. And then we're going to do a video on block. And then we're going to get to market cipher. Because I did put an hour time frame on this stream. And now we're at an hour and bloody 15 minutes. I'll run over again. And yeah, it's not good. So we've got to end this fairly soon. But yeah, ADA. Just looking at ADA very, very quickly here. You can see that the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement is getting tested. This is very, very crucial in terms of a level of reversal, a reversal of a trend. Okay, you've got an uptrend. If you break that, it's very likely you're going to have continuation of the downside here. Now, with the volume weighted ATR band in a digressionary stance on the 1 hour and the 40-minute, 1 hour and the 4 hour, it's looking very much likely that you're going to have a bit more downside here. What I would be looking for here is 43 minutes time when you see a candle body close. Whether that 4 hour candle body close is going to be below the 0.5. That's the point that I really would be looking out for there. If you're talking trend lines, if you're talking breakout scenarios, let's do something along the lines of this. You can see parallel channel. Parallel channels tend to usually break to said upside. That's the point to be looking out for there as well. But overall, macro, I am pretty goddamn bullish on ADA. You guys know, but I've been holding ADA for, God, it must be 4 years or something. Long time I've been holding ADA. Really, really long time. But yeah, overall, it's a bullish chart. You can see upward sloping parallel channel. Unless Bitcoin decides to really fall off a cliff back down to 40, 30K or something. Very unlikely, may I add. I don't think institutions will let it, considering BlackRock now own over 1% of the supply. Don't think that's ever going to happen. But what I would say here, unless obviously Black Swan events, all that juicy stuff there. But what I would say here, if we are going to be looking for a target point to the lower side here for ADA, it is going to be around this area, okay? Around this area, around 59 cents. And then I would expect a very, very nice, very lucrative bounce to the upside from that point, okay? Maybe we wick down, test the 0.382 one more time, and then we see a move to the upside, okay? But yeah, overall, looking very bullish on ADA. If you do break down, yes, it can get pretty bloody pretty quickly, but in order for that to happen, you need Bitcoin to really, really crash off a cliff here. So yeah, I don't see that happening for ADA right now. But anyway, let's do block. Let's do block. This is actually really interesting. It's a very interesting chart. Considering I'm comparing this to a lot of other assets out there, and it's a GameFi project that looks pretty good. They've got a really nice portal and dashboard on their website that I saw. I was like, wow, this is really good. They're covering a lot of aspects here, and they've dumped seriously hard, like really hard from highs here. 50% to the downside. I did not expect that. I thought we were going to rally up here, but it just shows that GameFi isn't essentially awake yet. So yes, one to really watch, I'd say. One to watch. But yeah, let's break this down. Let's get deep down and dirty into the charts. I'm going to be bringing this up here for CMC Blocktopia. Surely that's wrong. It's not 37 million. Can't be right. No, it is right. That's low cap. Low cap. Low cap. God, I'm sweating, man. It's hot. Yeah, that's really quite low. There's some room in the tank there. Room in the tank. Like, ridiculous. Fully diluted to 250. If we're looking at Gala, for example. Come on. $1.9 billion. It's there's a lot of potential here. 20x? Oh, yeah, 10x would be 2.5 billion, right? Yeah, around a 10x for Blocktopia. Interesting. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm here today to give you an update on Blocktopia, a price prediction standpoint, and also from a market structure standpoint as well. We're going to be looking at where we think this asset could be going, a bit of TA on this, and also if we were to buy this, how much money could we be making over the next 6 to 12 months or so, if this project is going to keep soaring to the upside and breaking highs. Okay, so starting off here from a market structure perspective, this was looking absolutely insane. Really bullish. The spikes to the upside were really strong, but unfortunately with a newer coin like this, unfortunately what happens is you have a massive move to the upside, and these are usually quite community based at such an early stage for a token like this. I mean, I thought it was lower than this. It's okay. I thought it was a lot lower than this. Not great. Okay, we're gonna restart that because it's definitely wrong there. Definitely wrong. I swear, is this the right coin? Am I thinking of a different coin here? Blocktopia. All-time highs. It has previous bull markets as well. 14 cents. What happened? What happened? I'm not going to do a video on this, actually. You know what? No, I am. I am going to do a video on this. I am going to do it. It's interesting. I do want to go into it. So 14 cents. I don't mean to keep you guys here on the stream. I don't want to bore you, but I'm intrigued about this. I swear this was an early launch token. I thought it was anyway. I'm sure I said it in my last video I did on Blocktopia. So yeah, I'm just going to do a price range up to 14 cents here, which is somewhat unbelievable. I mean, we've got 18 cents here on the chart, which puts it at an 8,000% gain. It's an ATX. Doesn't really make sense here. Okay, I mean, I'm going to do a video on it, but ATX is a bit it's a bit much. I don't see an ATX coming through. One of my AirPods has died now. I definitely know. That's when I know I've been on the stream too long. But yeah, ATX is just a bit too much, I'd say, for this. But hey ho, let's do it. You can see his brain working. Awesome. No doubt you want to eat my brain, zombie. Crazy stuff. That is crazy. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this. Music has completely died for me. No, that's not it. Okay, yeah, AirPods are out. Great. Okay, alright, let's do it again. Go in 100x long on it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. God, yeah, terrible, man. Terrible. Right, sort this out. Okay. Big in the game. I'm here today to give you an update on Blocktopia. We're going to be going through Blocktopia from a technical analysis perspective, market structure perspective, and then we're going to be getting deep down and dirty into some price predictions for this next bull run. What we have seen from Blocktopia all the way back since September is actually quite a nice gradual uptrend. It's looking really, really, really strong overall. Nothing compared to what we have seen in the last bull market here, but what we are looking at here is quite a nice spike here. Quite a nice spike, quite a nice steady uptrend. So overall here, it is looking very, very bullish. One thing I would say here, being so low in the chart since the previous run, is we are inevitably going to be having pullbacks, okay? So people that were buying Blocktopia back here in these sorts of areas, they've been holding on for a significant amount of time here, waiting for areas to sell this asset, okay? And that is what we have seen here. Nice crashes down and pretty significant pullbacks. If we're going to be referencing the pullback from the previous high that we have just set in this uptrend here, it's actually going to be a pullback of around 48% to the downside, which is pretty scary here. But one thing that I would say, and you guys know on this channel that I do say quite a lot, we need to be very vigilant for market structure pullbacks, okay? And what I mean by that is these yellow lines here, guys, these yellow lines, these are higher lows, and these are the market structure higher lows we need to be looking to respect. So essentially, this means when we're at highs here, and people are like, oh, it's going to the moon, it can actually come all the way back down to higher lows and still be in a bullish stance, okay? This is still in a bullish trend, believe it or not. It's pulled back 50% near enough, but it's still in a bullish trend. So just something that I did want to stress here and just to be cautious about. Now, we have tested that to the lower side. We've seen a couple of candle body closes here, but we have seen a little bit of upwards momentum. So this is looking good from this low here. And seeing a move up to around 18% there, looking really, really, really quite strong. What I would be looking for now, guys, is the fact that we have not officially invalidated this higher low, because in order to do that, we actually need to break this low again. And if we do break this low again, this will be classed as a lower high, basically our first lower high from the invalidation of the higher low, and that will mean essentially continuation to the downside. And that's when we can start talking about very key areas like the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement for buying areas down at around 1784, and then previous lows of around these areas around 1665, okay? So that's sort of what I'm looking at for Blocktopia here if we are going to see continuation to the downside. Right now we are seeing testing of the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, and we are actually getting rejected here, which does look fairly bearish, okay? So it's definitely something to really look out for here if you are going to be trading this token. Just trying not to sneeze here. I would hopefully get some upside here. I would hopefully look for some upside here for Blocktopia if we can find the support that we have seen previously. You can see when we actually came to test this before, we really didn't test it at all with the first candle. We just got absolutely slammed all the way through it and then found that resistance that we weren't looking for. So in order to test it, which we have seen after this candle body here, and we have seen a nice little move to the upside, we could see momentum actually take off here. It's likely, it can happen, especially from higher low tests as well. So it's definitely something to really be looking out for there as well. One point of concern that I would be looking for here is the 0.5 Fibonacci has been crossed here, and that essentially means confirmation of the reversal of the trend, and that's what we have seen, continuation to the downside here. Now, let's look at RSI divergences here. You can see multiple hidden divergences here bullish as well. So that does insinuate continuation to the upside, even from this area down at testing this higher low here. So maybe we see some upside here, but overall over the last couple of months it has been bullish, and you're still actually in this bullish trend until you invalidate this low. Now onto some price predictions for the next 6 to 12 months. This is it's a bit out there, okay, if you will. It's a bit out there because we are going to be targeting previous all-time highs for this asset, and that is going to be currently sat at around 14 cents for this asset. You can see we're trading currently below 1 cent here, a quarter of a cent essentially, which is ridiculous in my opinion. I would have expected a lot more bullish momentum to the upside up until that point. But you know what we do on this channel, if we're looking for a price target for the next bull market, we always use the previous all-time high as sort of a target to that for a calculation of how much money we could be making. Now, this is where it gets a bit ridiculous, so apologies if you're not into it being really ridiculous, but we take a price range, we take it from the current price of this asset all the way up to previous all-time highs. As you can see here on the chart, that does take us up to around 82.99. That's 8,299% to the upside. That's going to be around an 82x, near enough an 83x to the upside here. If you were to hold this asset all the way for this bull market, do I think it's going to get there? I mean, it's an 8,000% move. It's very unlikely that it gets there. But if we're looking at the start of the chart from before, you can see there is momentum. There is potential that it does do that. Okay, so yeah, just keep it in your back pocket. I wouldn't be betting your life savings on it, but just be aware that it's very outlandish for this to happen. Do I think it's going to happen? It's very unlikely, probably not. But if it does happen, you're going to make a lot of money, right? You're going to make a lot of money, and overall it is looking very, very bullish. And we haven't really seen GameFi take off yet. This is a GameFi token, so in terms of this run, we haven't really seen GameFi sort of lift off anywhere near what it did last bull market. So yeah, there is definitely room in the tank for this asset, is what I would say. And if you are interested in checking this out, just go to CMC, just type in block, BLOK, or come up with Blocktopia, and then you can basically go check out their website and their white paper and all that good stuff there. Really, actually, it's a good project, guys. The website looks really, really clean as well, and I think it does have significant potential for the future. So yeah, definitely one to watch. 8,000%, probably not, but there is potential for that to happen if they've got a God mode CMO. But yeah, that's what I'm going to say about Blocktopia. Let me know in the chat, guys, what you think and whether you are buying this asset, whether it's going to be a good one to hold, or if you know anything about this asset, let me know in the chat as well, as to why we are seeing these nice spikes in this volume, nice spikes in this chart, this low into this price. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. But for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. Yeah, interesting video, that one. Almost looks like the ICP chart. Yeah, you're correct. You're absolutely correct there, here, Optimist. Right, guys, that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna go into market cipher stuff today. I'm gonna be I'm gonna go lay in the sun. I think it's like 38 degrees outside. So yeah, gonna go catch some rays. But I will be doing some market cipher stuff afterwards in the Telegram. I don't want to miss the sun today. It's currently 2:30 p.m. over in Bangkok. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We hit a nice high on the stream today. I think we had maybe 28 people watching at one point. So I think that's the record that we're looking for so far. Currently, we're aiming for 5,000 subscribers before the halving. I've worked it out. That means we need to get like 56 subscribers a day until the halving. Pretty unlikely, but I think it might be possible. So yeah, that's going to be the target. So yeah, if you want to keep up with that, just go check the figures, and I'll keep you guys updated as well. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Do appreciate it. And if you do want to talk to me all the time, every day, link is in the description. We're in the Telegram. That is the family. You're welcome to join the CC gang out here. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Peace out. And goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. I'll see you tomorrow. Back tomorrow, guys. Peace.